Okay guys, welcome to another segment of reviews. We're not here to talk about radiation, but we're here to talk about all things gaming and all things anime. So, in a world where graphics has reached pretty far, and the Nintendo has also been behind the PS4 and the Xbox One, its own improvements in graphics with the Nintendo Switch, and with games as amazing as Super Mario Odyssey and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and just some really amazing series, honestly. Sometimes it's just good to sit back and recap on what once was, like what once was what Nintendo had its basis on, what Nintendo really came from. And I mean, the best way to reflect upon this is to actually just think and recap and just refresh our minds with the Game Boy series. If anybody remember the Game Boy, I mean, honestly, that was my first handheld. Matter of fact, that was my first console, the Game Boy. Even though it had the original Game Boy, it's known to have an 8-bit processor and to be developed in 1989 in Japan. Still was a pretty amazing console for its time. And of course it had the Game Boy Color, and then the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, and the Game Boy original Game Boy black and white. But sometimes it's good to reflect on the fact that when you actually think about it, it's actually the Game Boy that spawned the Pokemon series. And beyond that, the Game Boy brought Tetris to the masses, and it was a pretty not like really expensive system for gaming. And although often considered, obviously by its name, made just for boys, women played it as well, girls played it as well, and it really was an amazing console in its time. How would it hold up today? Of course, probably not, but sometimes it's just good to have a reflective on how far Nintendo came, how far gaming has come in general. And look at Zelda now and look at Zelda then. Look at Mario now and look at Mario then. I mean, look at let's call it multiplayer gaming, and then remember when you had to use Game Boy for codes and stuff and hook your codes up to another person Game Boy just to be in the same game as them. Gaming really has progressed a huge lot in more than just a decade. And I mean, just looking at the Nintendo Switch, and beyond that, the DS, the 3DS, all these different consoles that Nintendo has come with, the Wii U, the Wii, the Game Boy is kind of, I think, Nintendo's first best real seller. I mean, it's not the best seller because it's a DS had more sales than that, which was released a year after in 2004, the Game Boy Advance SP. But the Game Boy Advance SP was the first gaming system that I had, and that's just some amazing bit of hardware for its time. And also the Game Boy was the first one to have the Game Boy camera, the first mini camera actually. I mean, Game Boy is so nostalgic in a sense that I play Game Boy games on their smartphones using emulators, and a whole list of facts about the Game Boy that I'll put in the description just for you guys to check out. But I mean, would the Game Boy hold up today? I mean, well, here's a clip to show you what happened to the Game Boy Advance SP, even though it has a front lit light. So as you can see, it's white in front and it's dull. It's hard to see the screen now, but at the same time, it's amazing that it still works and charges. And although it doesn't save games anymore, because I don't know why, it just doesn't do it anymore. It's still something that I could play and I could carry out and stuff. And I can see why the Nintendo Switch was a convenient idea, considering the fact that although handheld gaming is dead, basically due to the fact of smartphones. There was so much special about games like these, and
I mean, I remember when I was like, what, like 8, and my cousin piece just play games for hours on this Game Boy system. And it was so exciting. It was just so fun to just sit down and just play and just share this handheld, and sometimes it's so easy and so portable, like I carry in my pocket. I could whatever camp I had to go to, or if I just had to go anywhere in general, in the car, I don't know, anywhere I had to go, I just stick it in my pocket. And I would just have access to it all the way, and it wasn't hard to charge. Like, the charger was actually pretty good. Then it wasn't no Android charger, but at the same time, the battery life did used to last longer than most things today. And I mean, it was so much fun to just play on this system. And yes, it's old, but sometimes it's just good to reflect on the past. Just good to look back and just reminisce, in a sense, just reminisce.
it is just, I guess, I reflect today. So let's just take about Game Boy, guys. This is Camera Reviews again, and I'd love if you guys could like this video and subscribe. See you again next time on the next segment. Peace.